the White House.
British Prime Minister Boris Johnson lost a crucial Brexit vote Tuesday. The Labour Party won control of Parliament as they moved to block the UK's departure from the European Union without a deal. The showdown between the parties is raising concerns that a snap general election could be in the nation's future. Laura Kuenssberg from our partners at the BBC reports.
Speeding to crisis or opportunity, Boris Johnson revving through Whitehall to face the first votes in Parliament as Prime Minister, the first genuine test of authority. But he's an old hand at triggering tension.
Statement, the Prime Minister.
Mocked within moments of getting on his feet.
This country still stands then as now for democracy, for the rule of law.
Then less than 2 minutes in, watch this. The three MPs walking through the chamber are two Lib Dems flanking a Conservative, Philip Lee, who turns right with them to take a new seat alongside that rival party, a defection that takes away Boris Johnson's majority altogether.
When you've got an administration that seems hell-bent on delivering a no-deal Brexit, that isn't in the best interest of my constituents. It's not in the best interest of the businesses in my constituency. And I'm elected by Bracknell constituents to represent their best interests.
With officially now no majority and bristling Tory rebels who may be enjoying the moment with familiar faces. Like his predecessor, Mr Johnson may not be able to hold off enemies on the Tory benches behind him.
It is Jeremy Corbyn's surrender bill. That's what it is. It means running up. It means running up the white flag. The bill's shameful. There are no circumstances in which I will ever accept anything like it.
Foes in his own party working alongside Labour.
Jeremy Corbyn!
Determined together to block any sense we could leave the EU without a deal.
He isn't winning friends in Europe, he's losing friends at home. His is a government with no mandate, no morals, and as of today, no majority.
Careful plans for beating the government tonight have been hatched with Tory rebels, Labour and the smaller parties too.
This is a massively important day. All of us are united across the opposition parties. This is about stopping the threat of no deal.
As things stand, you are confident you will manage to take control of the Commons tonight?
Yes, I am, because this is about parliamentarians doing their job across party.
How much do the next 12 hours matter?
They matter immensely. Our job here and now, whatever our future aspirations are, is to get the legislation that ensures that we do not leave at the end of October with a no-deal Brexit.
Sounds straightforward, but remember it's deeply unusual for backbenchers to grab control of what gets discussed in there, however much support they might have outside. But when the moment came...
It has become an urgent matter for Parliament to discuss, in particular for this House to discuss, whether it can accept a no-deal exit.
The Speaker put the question.
Does the right honourable gentleman have the leave of the House?
Then watch a clump of Tories stand to rebel. Opposition MPs applauding. Forces joining together to provoke this controversial debate. Tories who vote against the Prime Minister have been told it will cost them their job.
If he thinks that the device of withdrawing the whip this evening is going to change my mind or that of my honourable and right honourable friends, he has got another thing coming.
What times we live in, I will be voting for this motion.
But is the government that bothered? This could be a splintering of the Tory party, with a blistering invitation to the rebels from one who'd already quit.
I have no regrets. To those brave souls on the Conservative benches who face expulsion from the party for voting for the motion today, I say this: your country needs you.
For the government, even this vote taking place tonight risks a delay to Brexit. The one thing the Prime Minister's vowed he'd never do. The one thing his ministers would fight with all they have.
We find ourselves debating a proposition that seeks to confound the referendum result again. Mr. Speaker, I wish to be clear. What is proposed today is constitutionally irregular. We all have a role to play, and it does considerable damage when some of us choose to subvert rather than reinforce, to hinder rather than to polish our constitution.
I fear that if we go down the path that is being suggested tonight, we will be opening up a chasm of distrust between Parliament and the British people. It is something that will play only into the hands of the political fringes, and that is something we will all come to regret.
The lines of this clash were drawn the moment Boris Johnson moved into number 10. But this profound conflict between Parliament and the Prime Minister can't be